All right, everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Junk with JRA, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. It is Tuesday at 12 noon Eastern Time, at least when you're seeing this video, because I'm probably somewhere on Duval Street in Key West right now doing something because I'm on vacation when you're going to be actually watching this. So here's the deal. Though this is not technically live, it's premiering live. We're going to have a great show today. It's going to have some awesome content that we're going to be covering that's going to help you and your business out. And we got our crazy video man, that's Mad Matt Mary, running the show. He's also going to be interacting with you live. And if there are any questions he doesn't know how to answer, he's going to get them back to me, and I'm going to get you the answer. So on today's show, before we kick off, I want to let you know, all right, we're finally in busy season. We've gotten out of slow season. Now is the time to maximize everything that you're doing. Now's the time to get as many customers in as you can. Now's the time to add trucks. Now's the time to add people. Now's the time to expand, make as much money as you possibly can through the end of October, November, in that range. Going to get you ready for this upcoming slow season. And also, it's going to get you ready for a really big year next year. Why is that? Because when you get a bunch of customers in now, that is going to be a bunch of customers, a multiple of a bunch of customers next year. Why is that? Because of the 3 R's. They're going to be leaving you online reviews, they're going to be referring you to others, and they will come back and use you again, the repeat business. So in order to do that, one of the best ways to get new clients with your junk removal business is through our Google Ads Management Service with JRA. Nobody does it better. Nobody's been doing it longer. Managed over 140 Google Ads accounts. We know the keywords that work. We know the ones that don't work. We know what to look for. We know when you need to increase spending. We know how to get you jobs and how to help avoid waste. If you're interested in that JRA ad service, it's 919-617-1975. Check us out at junkrra.com, or there'll be a link in the description where you can get a little bit more information. All right, so what we're talking about today is doing more by doing less. Doing more by doing less. So what the heck does that mean? Because it sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it? You know, how are you going to accomplish more if you're not doing more? Well, here's the deal. Let me start out with an example. Let's say you got two people. You got biz owner A. I'm gonna put BOA. BOA, and over here you got a business. I'm gonna put BOB. This is Boa. This is Bob. So your business owner A, let's say he gets in here, and his day. This is his to do for the day. His day, he's got in the morning. He's checking his guys in. All right, he's got to drop off a truck for an oil change. Got a little oil change deal. He's got to do a little maintenance. Got to do a bank deposit. So this is a guy. He's got a multi-truck operation going on here. He's a big boy. He's got to do a bank deposit. All right, let's say, what's something else? He has to do some inventory shopping. Something else he's got to do. He's got to help his guys out. There's two jobs at the end of the day. They're going to need some help. They're going to need help quoting. Need help quoting, need help loading. He's got to help help on two jobs. He's got to get his employee schedule done for next week. He's got a busy day going on. What's something else he's gonna have to do? Oh, he's got a customer follow-up calls he's got to make. He's a busy man. This guy's getting a lot done. All right, so that's Boa. That's some of Boa's day. Let's look over at Bob, business owner B. What's Bob got going on? Bob, on Bob's list, he has one thing. Visit 10 apartment complexes. And of those 10 apartment complexes he visits, he landed one client that's going to bring him on average $1K a month in income. Look at that. One item on this list. Who actually accomplished more? Was it Boa, who did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, did 7 things? or was it Bob who did one thing? Answer to your question is Bob, because right now, all this stuff this guy that he just did, none of this pushed his business forward. This one thing that Bob did, business owner B did, pushed his business forward. So I was extremely guilty of this. I used to have these, I still have these to-do lists, and I still stay very busy. I get a lot done, but I make sure what I'm working on, the things I'm working on, one, are being done thoroughly, and two, they're very, very important. They're pushing our business forward. So I used to have, it was a different checklist or plan or whatever, and I would just fill it up. Like if I had any blank space, I just wanted to throw stuff in there because it felt like I wasn't doing as much. And that ultimately held me back because I wasn't working on the stuff that was truly pushing business forward. And on the other end, what does it mean? That means if Bob's able to do this and not have to do this, he has put people in place and systems in place that are taking care of all this. All this stuff has to get done, but it's so easily to replicate it with somebody else. It should not be the business owner doing it, at least not long term. You're going to have to do, when you start your business, you're going to have to do all these things, but you can't get stuck here doing all these things. So if these two guys have been in business the same period of time, this guy, he's going to leave business owner A in the dust because he's focusing on what's truly important. And that is something that is extremely important for you to thoroughly understand. So in NASCAR racing, there's a saying which is go fast by slowing down. And essentially what that means is it seems counterintuitive, just like doing more by doing less is, but in NASCAR racing, or in racing in general, if you go out there and you're just slinging the car around like crazy and it's on the ragged edge and you're overdriving it and it feels like you're just doing crazy amounts of stuff, what's happening is you're going to wear your tires out and there's a good chance that you're actually just scrubbing off speed. Well, the same thing is happening in your business. In racing, the guy, Mark Martin, was a guy that was considered to be one of the smoothest racers of all time. He would sit there and you would time his laps, and every single lap would be within like 100th of a second. He would hit the same part of the corner. He'd get off the gas at the same part of the straightaway or going into the corner. He'd pick up the gas at the same part. And then he'd hit the same part of the corner all the way around. He was hitting his marks. He knew where he needed to be, and he consistently hit it time after time after time. He was almost like a robot. A lot of business owners, on the other hand, you guys are searching all over the place. You're going high, you're going low, you're going in the middle, you're going all over the place, you're wrecking, you're crashing, and that's messing you up. So you really need to figure out what's truly important that you're working on, and that's what you're going to go after. So what is the big action you can do today to move your business forward into the future? Over time, you have to get out of the day-to-day operations of your business. So when you first get started, you will be very much involved on everything. When you first get started, you're going to be on the truck, you're going to be doing the jobs. At that point, you are moving your business forward. Your business has never had jobs before. You have to figure out how to do everything before you can teach others how to do it, before you can build the systems how to do it. Even if you go through our JRA business package, there's going to be a period of time where you actually have to practice what you've learned so you can thoroughly train others to do it. So you start out and you're doing everything. And then over time, you have to start weaning off of that where you're focusing on the things that are truly important. So you training 2 people, that's partially really pushing your business forward. You training somebody, you training an individual that can then in turn train 2 people. Now you're really pushing your business forward. You're working on things that remove you from the day-to-day operations, which is so important. You answering all the junk removal calls isn't helping anybody. You working with a contact center, getting a contact center set up to answer your junk removal calls is really helping your business. So what are some items that can really push your business forward? One of the first things that can really push your business forward is new advertising methods or raising your advertising spend. So, not only just starting new advertising methods, but ensuring and making that you're getting as much as possible from it. So, a lot of times the guy that goes out and just does a ton, he's doing a lot of things, but he's not really doing a lot of them well. So one of the big things about when you are able to do more by doing less is actually you're able to be more thorough. You're able to make sure that what you're setting up and what you're doing, you're seeing through all the way to completion. You're making sure the details get figured out. You're making sure there's a way to properly track how everything is working. You're making sure you're maximizing your spending. So new advertising methods or increasing spend. This is something you should have your attention on. What's something else? Something else that can push your business forward is going to be purchasing a new truck. Now, this might be a pretty easy item, but it's not one you're going to do every single day. So it's not only purchasing a truck, but it's you taking the time to analyze your numbers to determine when you actually are going to need a truck, so you order it enough ahead of time that you have it. Right now, you're going to need a truck. It's time to order a truck. You probably need one now. Come April and May, you're almost definitely going to need one. Check out junkremovaltrucksforsale.com if you'd like. We're building these things every single day. We're getting junk removal trucks built. We're rolling them out on a weekly basis. So you will need more trucks, and that's something that's going to push your business forward. Opening a new location. You're only ever going to make this whole opening a new location if you and be able to do it right is if you figure out how to remove yourself from the day-to-day operations. Otherwise, you're going to fail. This is a big one. Opening a new location, that is definitely moving your business forward. Upgrading your website. So choosing a website builder, making sure it has online booking, making sure it's designed like it should be. Upgrading your website is certainly something that's going to push your business forward. Starting Workiz. These are all just examples, guys. If you start Workiz, the reason it's pushing your business forward is because you're going to be able to have a lot better metric tracking. You've got online booking. You're able to really gauge how well your business is doing, and it's easy for your guys to operate. It's super streamlined for your customers. There's a link for Workiz. You can get a big deal in the description on this video, so make sure you check that out. Initiating an email campaign. This would be to either property management companies or to your existing customer list. Both are important. Now, this isn't you typing up every single email. It's you working with a company or hiring a virtual assistant, or it could be you doing it at first just to get the bugs worked out, and then saying this is the 4-step process that we use, and then you hire a virtual assistant, you train that VA on how to do it, and then you make sure there's a way to actually measure the success, and then you let it go. On the customer end, it's the same thing. It's how do we effectively send emails to customers on a monthly basis, or maybe a twice a month basis past customers, so they remember who we are. It's setting up that process. That's certainly moving your business forward. Networking events. These, here soon, we will get back to good old American networking events. Right now, it's all done virtually. Most of it's done virtually. Here in about 2 months, I think, we're going to be back to networking events. So that's with realtors, property management companies, Rotary Club, Chamber of Commerce. That's a way to really get your name out into the community and for people to put a face to the business. And that's what people will hire people. So if you go out there, you put the face to the business, you're going to be pushing your business forward, because that person could be a repetitive client, that could be a big company out there, that could be a realtor that's just going to be sending you a bunch of business over and over and over again. Finding ways to volunteer in your community, and have a press campaign or a social media campaign around it. So it's designing that social campaign. It's figuring out what you're going to do. Are you going to sponsor a pet drive, or a blood drive, or a pet donation drive, where you're actually going to pay pet donation fees? Or are you going to set up a deal where you're bringing in people to donate blood. It could be through something you're passing out as part of your junk removal jobs. So we've seen people do that before. What are you doing to really get your name out in the community? And then also making sure you're utilizing it best by showing what you're actually doing. That is certainly moving your business forward. And then I'll go down here, working with an executive coach. Or what I'm about to do, take a damn vacation. Take a vacation. Now what you're probably saying is, why is taking a vacation moving you forward? Because guys, when you go off and you take a vacation, it allows you to recharge. You're going to come up with some tremendous ideas. You're going to get a great perspective on everything that's going on. It's also going to motivate you to get set up to where you can take that same vacation again. So once you get back, you're going to be really, really working hard. These are the things that can overall move your business forward. Now, here's something you have to observe. In a lot of ways, it's almost like you do one action that brings you in consistent improvement over a long period of time. This one new advertising method you're doing, or this increasing spend, this is going to benefit you for a long period of time. Purchasing a new truck, that thing is going to make you money for a long period of time. Opening a new location, long period of time. Going down the list, all of this stuff it's a one-time action that might take a few days or a few weeks, or maybe it takes a month or a quarter, but once it's finished, it is going to keep paying you back month after month, quarter after quarter, year after year. Those are the things you focus your attention on. It's not going out and doing jobs. Every single day there's a job to be done. Every single day. If you got a really, really large job, every single day, or every single month, you're going to have a really, really large job. You got to figure out how you can separate yourself from those what you're looking at is just temporary money income. You're looking at temporary income. You want to make sure it goes right because you want to collect that money at that very moment. And you need to look at things that are going to be bringing you in money year after year after year after year. You got to focus on what's important. Now, how you do that is you just replicate yourself by training others to do a lot of the day-to-day tasks, and you just make sure the day-to-day tasks actually have to get done. The neat thing is with your junk removal business, there isn't a whole lot that is extremely complicated. There just really isn't. So the great thing is those truck guys that you use, the ones that do a really great job, those are guys that can then start getting hours doing the other task that are simply just taking up a lot of your time. You don't need, until you've got a good sizable business, million plus, you don't really need a full-time person doing that. You simply need somebody, a supervisor that works on the truck maybe 2 days out of the week, works on everything else maybe 3 days out of the week. Pay him hourly. He doesn't need huge incentives for sales. You're going to be pushing sales harder than he is. Why is that? Because sales is one of the last things you as a business owner need to give up. So you, the business owner, manages sales and marketing. Why is that? Why not hire somebody to manage sales and marketing? Maybe you just don't enjoy sales and marketing. Maybe you don't think you're very good at sales and marketing. So you don't want to do it. You want to hire somebody to do it. You just want to go out and get on the truck, and that's all you want to do. In this business model, that's extremely tough because it's hard to get somebody to have the passion for your business that you have. And also, frankly, the really, really good salespeople, the extremely good salespeople and marketing people, they're going to want 100K plus a year at some point. They want a path to 100K. They might be fine starting out at 40 or 50K, but they have to know that in 3 years' time, I could be making 100K or 120K, whatever. And until your business is really established, that's tough to do. Now, can it be done? Yeah, sure. If you get up to $1.5 million, $2 million year business, $1.5 million year business, that's going to bring in owner benefit of maybe $300,000 a year. If you pay a salesperson $100,000 out of that, you got $200K a year that you're enjoying, and you're not having to do much of anything. So at that point, you can turn that over, but that's years in the future. So you yourself have got to get good at sales and marketing. You have to trick yourself into being good at sales and marketing, into enjoying sales and marketing, into networking. That is what you've 100% got to do. What's the next thing you have to do? You have to eliminate self-doubt. And you are never going to 100% eliminate this, but you got to learn how to crush it. Guys, at any given point, I'll have self-doubt that sneaks in. I mean, I got a lot going on right now. I'm taking a lot of big swings. You know, we've got on our truck facility, setting up a new truck facility. Got a ton of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars going into a new building. Just purchased a forklift. Just bought a bandsaw. Got a couple welding machines. Got a couple air compressors. Got hand tools, toolboxes. Building these large welding tables with steel prices going through the roof. There's a ton of money going into setting this place up for just to build junk removal trucks, which is something that nobody really thinks, a lot of people don't think will work, because it's such a small niche. They're like, well, you got to build flatbeds, you got to build stake body trucks, you got to build chipper trucks, you got to go on and on. And what we're doing is we're specializing. So we have all this money going in something that's very, very unproven. So from time to time, a little doubt might slip in. You know, we just hired a few more guys for trucks. You know, we got Bud, hired John. Gonna have Ken be, you know, Ken's gonna be coming on here soon. So we got three theguys, and the place will eventually, you know, employ in the next 6 months, it'll employ 10, 12, 13 people. So there's some doubt that sneaks in there every once in a while, something that's never been done before. But what happens is you immediately crush it. Once it comes through, you got to find a way to just ignore it. Just say, you know what? This probably ain't going to go perfectly. I might not do it as quick as I want to do it. I might not accomplish what I want to accomplish as fast as I want to accomplish it. But you know what? I will accomplish it. And if you're able to approach it with that mindset that you're going to basically figure it out, no matter what gets thrown to you, you're going to more or less stick to your plan. There will be adjustments. But you're not just going to can your plan or give up on it or go on to the next big thing. And if you're able to do that, you will be successful and you'll do what you want to, you'll accomplish what you want to accomplish. Everybody needs to learn how to crush it within about 10 seconds. Crush self-doubt. Self-doubt leads to erratic decisions. What is the problem with self-doubt? It leads to erratic decisions, and it leads to chasing the next big thing. And it basically leads you to sabotaging. I'm going to put self-sabotage of your dreams. And why is that? Because here's the deal. Many entrepreneurs, I'm going to say the majority, many entrepreneurs say big things. And they think they believe they can accomplish big things, but deep down, they're not very confident in it. Deep down, they're like, I'm not going to be able to accomplish this. And what actually happens is because of that self-doubt, you don't take the moves and the risk necessary to do what needs to be done to accomplish your dreams. You know what needs to be done most of the time. Most of the time you have a vision and you know what needs to be done, but you're afraid to pull the trigger. It's like you're going into battle knowing that this enemy ahead is trying to kill you, but you're unable to pull the trigger and kill him first. You know what needs to get done. By not doing it, by self-sabotaging it, you're going to wind up getting killed and your business is going to get killed instead of you being the one that's conquering. You must realize that many times there are not wrong or right decisions. There are simply decisions that you stick with long enough to be successful and those that you give up on before they actually work. So here's what I kind of want to leave you with today. Around the same thing of doing more by doing less. What I want to leave with you today is I want you to put down a timeline and what needs to be accomplished for you to start getting off of your junk removal truck. And then after that's done, if you're already off the truck especially, you need to start working on the steps involved on training somebody to do many of the day-to-day operations that you have so you can get started on the things that are going to truly move your business forward. Every single month, I use this full focus planner, among other things, but this is amazing. And what it talks about is you set your what are your big 3 goals for the quarter? For the month, for the week, for the day. So the hierarchy here is, these are the 3 things I want to accomplish this quarter. These are the 3 things I need to accomplish this month to get these quarterly goals done. 3 things I need to accomplish this week to get the monthly goals done. 3 things I need to accomplish this day to get the weekly goals done. If you constantly pay attention to this every single day and you work on these big 3 and you eliminate the things, a lot of stuff you just don't need to do, period. You eliminate a lot of things and you delegate a lot of things in a good logical order, then you'll set out and you'll accomplish exactly what you've set out to do. So I appreciate everybody watching today. You watching this show is one of those big things that can truly push your business forward because you get awesome intel and guidance on how to make it happen in your business. I'm Lee Godbold with JRA, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. Google Ads, if you're not on it, you need to be. If you're not with JRA, there's a very, very good chance you're wasting money and you're not realizing your full potential. We'd love to help you out. We'd love to take a look and actually let you know what we might be able to do for you. 919-617-1975. Check out the links in the description on some great stuff. We'll talk to everybody next week. I'm in Key West right now. I'll be live next week. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Thanks again.